Hello YouTube, my name is Eve the Weave. Like, share, and subscribe, honey. This case with Maleah Davis is crazy. I'm not understanding. Yeah, I have my head wrap on today. I really don't care how y'all feel about my head wrap. It's pink. That's my favorite color. I'm not here for that today. It's raining in New York City. It's been raining for like 3 damn weeks. I'm tired of it. Anyway, like this video, share this video, and subscribe. I'm here to talk about the little 4-year-old that went missing after the stepfather said that somebody kidnapped her and all this. It's too many stories. Too many. And for the grandmother of the little girl's mother, her mother, to do a whole interview saying that, oh, we're not by ourselves, it's a whole community. All right, so when she had the surgery for her head, where the hell was the family at? I just want to know. And then all of this happened allegedly when she went on a trip to bury her father, who was dead, for her allegedly for like a month. Like, what the fuck is he? What the fuck? And you couldn't take your child? And this big family that your mother said that you got couldn't take your child neither? If you just said you had an argument with him, which is your boyfriend or whoever the hell he's supposed to be to you, he's not her father, because her father got a court date May 22nd. So if your child just had a whole brain surgery and you got to go somewhere else to fly to bury your father who was dead for like a month, allegedly, why you couldn't? And you had an argument with this man, and you had the nerve to come back around and say, oh, he abused and molested my daughter. It's too many stories to the case. Too many stories to this case. Reason why I say that is because I'm watching the news and I'm watching everything unravel and I'm watching people talk about it. And the more and more that people talk about it, that's from, I think this happened in Texas, the more and more people talk about it, the more and more it gets crazy. First of all, that he was supposedly, the so-called boyfriend she was living with, allegedly was sending pics to another man and all this crazy shit. That's alleged. Then she says, oh, he was molesting my daughter and abusing her. Boom. That's another story. Then his story is fucking stupid. Oh, we was going to pick up the mother, and I thought I had a flat tire, and I got out to check it, and the 3 Mexicans walked up on me, said the little girl looked it pretty, and they hit me over the head with something, and then I was going in and out of conscious for 24 hours, and it was only you, Aaliyah, and your 1-year-old son in the car. But only Aaliyah is missing, and they drop you off in a parking lot in a mall, my nigga. Let me tell you something. Those kids that you hear in my motherfucking background, in some of my motherfucking videos, those are not my kids. Y'all would never guess how old I am, because I take good care of myself. But those are my grandkids. Those are my babies. Yeah. And let me just tell you this. I have a big family. And if I tell my mother, oh yeah, me and this guy had a fight, but I left her my daughter in the house with him, and she's gonna be like, okay, why the fuck you leave my granddaughter in the house with that motherfucker? That's the first thought that's going to go off in her head. Then she going to call me all types of stupid bitches, because it's like now she's upset and I'm not even mad at her. Because my thing is, if he allegedly beats up your kid and sexually assaults your kid all of a sudden after everything, because at one point they said that she was had his back on social media. I didn't even want to go on the page because it's pictures of the little girl up there that I just don't want to see. The little girl body has not been found yet. Let me play y'all something that was the court documents and everything. Because at one point, his bond was at 1 million. And now it's not. They came back and they dropped it down. So let me play this for y'all real quick. While I sip this fucking coffee and be mad in this motherfucking corner.
Third, that they recognized the defendant carrying out from the apartment, outside the apartment, from inside to outside, a large blue laundry basket with a large black trash bag inside. The defendant is seen to walk out of the camera's view and then return about 3 minutes later without the basket. He's then observed walking out of the apartment with cleaning supplies, including bleach. They did not view the complainant ever leaving the apartment.
I have to stop the video for a minute. Because when he said he left out with the little girl and the little boy. But the camera, dumbass, criminal ass motherfucker, the camera caught him carrying a basket with a black bag inside of it and just the little boy. And then the cleaning supplies came next. But they found blood in the apartment. They found the car in the parking lot. Somebody already said that car was not sitting there that he was driving in. That was supposedly Maleah's mother's car or whatever. That car wasn't sitting there that whole time. Let me just tell you something. Let me just say this. I'm not trying to be funny, but you have to be fucking thinking logical. Let's just say his story is somewhat motherfucking true. Let's just say the Mexicans did walk up on him and kidnap him and take the car with the little girl in it. So they just left the little boy sitting there in the parking lot too? They just left him sitting there. Y'all really want me to believe that they just let that little boy just sit there? And nobody for 24 hours. First, he said he walked to the hospital because it was only a mile away on whatever highway that they dropped him off on. Some stupid. This is how you know the story is fucking too much. 1 minute he's in the parking lot, the next minute he's on the highway, he woke up, and then he walked to the fucking hospital. Okay, he walked to the hospital. Let's just say that story is true. Then they found him on surveillance getting out of the car at the hospital. Which one is it? He got up, he walked, what the fuck? And then they found some like lightning fluid or whatever in the car, gas or whatever in the car, that the mother said was never there before. The mother need her ass whooped. I'm sorry. Then they said that she got a whole CPS case with the biological father. The biological father came over while the mother was out of town and said, can he see his daughter? And then he didn't let him in to see his daughter. To me, in my heart, right then and there, something was already wrong with the little girl. Because why he couldn't see his daughter? I could understand him not taking the daughter. I can understand all that. But I can't understand for the life of me why he couldn't see his daughter. If you're in the house and you are caring for the child and you know that's her father, he's not saying he's taking the daughter. He just said he wanted to see his daughter. To me, he already had a gut feeling something was going on, but couldn't put his finger on it. You know what I'm saying? You know how you just have that gut feeling and you rush over to see your kid? He had that gut feeling. I believe something was already going on with that little girl. To me, it just doesn't make any sense to me. But we're going to keep playing this real quick.
They did see the defendant leave later with only his 2-year-old son from the apartment. The complainant was not seen leaving the apartment at all. And then on Sunday, May the 5th, they go to the apartment and met with the defendant's girlfriend, Brittany Bowens, and with consent, they entered the apartment and observed drops of blood in the hallway leading to the bathroom of the apartment on various surfaces of the bathroom. crime scene investigators were called out. There was a chemical reagent that was sprayed that reacted to blood in the hallway and bathroom.
That already throws out the theory that the little girl body was chopped up, because a lot of people in certain chats were saying that maybe the body was chopped up and in that basket. If the body was chopped up, it would have been way more blood in the house than what they saying.
On Friday, May the 10th, the silver Nissan Altima driven by the defendant was processed for evidence. There was a blue laundry basket, similar in appearance to the blue laundry basket that he's observed on the video surveillance carrying out of the apartment on the night of the 3rd. There were canine dogs that were trained to sniff the scent of a cadaver that walked around the vehicle and other vehicles in the parking lot, and both of the dogs reacted to the trunk of the silver Nissan that the defendant had driven and that the blue laundry basket was recovered from, indicating that the dogs were responding to the scent of decomposition, human decomposition in the vehicle. So at this point, a warrant was obtained for tampering with a corpse, a human corpse.
So, if he's being held on tampering with a corpse, which means the little girl is already gone, right? We just can't find her body. Now, why would another judge come back and then drop his bail? I forget the amount, but it was dropped to a very low amount. And I'm like, well, damn, he can pay that and get the fuck out. Put a bond on it, he can pay that and get the fuck out. I'm not understanding. We keeping him. There is no fucking bail. This is why I say some states with they laws are fucking crazy. New York City, he wouldn't have got no motherfucking bond. He was already tampering with a corpse because the blood was found. The dogs already sniffed out the corpse was at some point in the car, which he had in his possession, which he say that the people took from him, and the Mexicans, it's not even found yet, and the Mexicans is the one that did that. Let me tell you something. I'm not trying to be funny, but I feel like if Mexicans would have really took that fucking car, that shit would have been in the shop somewhere or burnt up.
He's been in the Houston area most of his life, absent maybe 7 years. Looking at the schedule, Judge, I believe this was his first arrest. Looking at the schedule, I was supposed to keep between low risk and average risk. Judge, I'm asking for a $5,000 defer all considerations here to court.
All right, thank you, Mr. Brown. Mr. Staten.
Given the fact that there's clearly a continued investigation and
is this too much going on with this case right now? And I noticed a lot of people are doing it. I went to another news channel just now because I really don't want to see his face.
Charges Darian Vince now faces. Tonight we have team coverage of this investigation, but first we want to get you caught up on how all this unfolded.
Last Friday, surveillance photos show Darian Vince leave an apartment with a laundry basket. Court documents say hours later he left the apartment with his 2-year-old son, but not with Maleah. Later that evening, he says he was attacked by 3 men on the way to the airport. Then last Saturday, Vince reported Maleah missing after he was dropped off at a hospital in Sugar Land.
1 week ago today, an Amber Alert was issued for Maleah, and then a frantic search for her started. Then on Thursday, Vince's missing car was found out in Missouri City. And just yesterday, he was arrested and charged with tampering with evidence. We turn now to Brittany Jeffers, who has the details that were released in court documents today. Brittany, good evening.
Hey, good evening. We are certainly...
Like I said, if they got all of that